of Sober September. So I made it through a week already. I would be getting a token, well, as of yesterday, if I was in AA for 7 days. So feeling good about 1 week down, and I'm not looking back. I'm feeling really committed to staying sober for this month and sober October as well, and then hopefully carrying on after that. Today is day 4 of my daily yoga practice. I've done my yoga every day for the past 3 days, and I'll be doing it again today in a little while. It is raining right now, which is kind of nice because it hasn't rained here in Humboldt for a while, which is pretty unusual. So I'm enjoying the rain, and I'm gonna go home and work on some schoolwork, and I have a new client today, so I'm really excited about that this afternoon. And yeah, I'm kind of on the brink of overwhelm, to be honest. I'm having a lot going on. There's a lot of new things that I'm adjusting to this semester with my practicum work, and just trying to find balance and maintain my mental stability and sanity, because it's a lot. I feel like I'm on the verge of overwhelm, but I think I'm handling it pretty well. And yeah, sorry, I just got a phone call. That was weird. Yeah, anyway, my self-care is at the top of my list right now, because if I didn't have strong self-care practices, I would probably be a mental wreck right now, and an emotional wreck too. Yeah, I have experienced high levels of stress before. I never was a stressed out person when I was younger, in high school, even in community college. I didn't, even at the beginning of my bachelor's degree, I didn't really feel like I had a lot of stress. But yeah, I've always been sort of a, more chill person. I'm definitely not a type A personality. Yeah, I did feel a lot of stress when I was in my last, I think it was my couple of times during my bachelor's degree, after I moved up to Humboldt. I kind of realized that being a real adult is hard. It's hard work. You have to have a job in order to pay all the bills, and you have to make sure that you pay all the bills on time, and it's kind of a lot. So and then on top of that, going to college, and at one point I was working 3 jobs and going to school full time, and it was just a lot. And I was also in the wrong major. I switched majors. I got really sick, actually. I was really not enjoying one of my jobs, and I worked at 2 roller rinks on the weekends, and then I worked at after school program during the weekdays. And I don't remember at the time if I also worked as a classroom aide. I might have also been working as a classroom aide during the daytime. But yeah, I just got so stressed out. I didn't hate it. I didn't like one of my jobs at the roller rink as much, because I was the new person, and they made me clean the toilets every single time, which I thought was kind of lame, because I felt like that should have been a shared job that everybody took turns doing, but that was not how they ran it there. So and I started my bachelor's degree as a elementary education major, and I realized that something didn't feel right. I was learning about European history, and I was what does this have to do with me learning how to teach children? It did not feel relevant to me, and that was kind of a red flag. So I went and talked to the person who was the child development department head, and she told me that the difference in philosophy between the elementary education and child development is that elementary education believes that if you know the subject matter really well, then you can teach it to anyone. But child development believes if you understand how children learn, you can teach anything to anyone. And I really liked that a lot better. So I quit my job at the roller rink where I had to clean the toilets and I switched my major to child development. Oh, before I did all that though, I was so stressed out and I got tonsillitis, which I didn't have my tonsils removed. I never had any issues with my throat or like tonsillitis or anything like that before, but I got tonsillitis, which is related to the throat chakra, right? There was something that I wasn't speaking about that I needed to speak about and to live my true authenticity and listen to my heart. And I wasn't doing that. I was ignoring it. And so when I finally listened, I healed and I felt better and my stress was gone and I felt so much better. So that was a big lesson for me in really listening to my intuition and to my heart and also to my body, because if you don't listen to your heart and your intuition, your body starts to speak and starts to say, hey, something's wrong, something's not right, you need to change something. So I'm really glad that happened and that I learned that back then. And the next time that I experienced a lot of stress was, I think, like in my last semester of my bachelor's degree. I was just like, I don't know, just like stressed out about getting everything done and like, you know, graduating on time and everything. And so I just remember being so stressed. It was the first time that I ever had trouble sleeping. I've always been a really good sleeper, but I just like had a hard time falling asleep. So I started using Yoga Nidra guided meditations for going to bed, and it helped me almost every single time. There was this one video that I really liked, and if you're watching this and you want to try it, let me know. Yoga Nidra is amazing. I love Yoga Nidra for stress relief, because what it actually does is it shuts off the stress response system in the brain, the parasympathetic nervous system. It shuts down that system so that the body can enter back into its natural state of healing and rejuvenation. So it provides really deep rest and nourishment for the brain. It has, I read online in an article one time that a good 20-minute Yoga Nidra has the same effect on the brain as if you were to take a 4-hour nap. So that in itself is amazing. And Yoga Nidra, if you don't know what that is, it's basically a deeply relaxing guided meditation, and it has two parts. The first part is called a rotation of consciousness, where it takes you through relaxing each individual part of your body, down to every little finger and toe. And it also, the second half is some sort of guided visualization. So I really love Yoga Nidra. I like to offer Yoga Nidra. I used to offer Yoga Nidra in yoga classes at the end. I used to teach a restorative yoga class, and we would do Yoga Nidra at the end, and I love doing that for people. I'm actually going to be starting a new yoga class soon for parents, and I will probably definitely use Yoga Nidra in that as well, because the third time that I've experienced the most stress is after becoming a parent. I did not realize how stressful being a parent was actually going to be. I never felt stressed out when I was like taking care of children before that, because I worked in public education and summer camps and all the things for almost 10 years. I never felt stressed about that, but having your own child and being worried about their safety every minute of the day, it's fucking stressful, man. It takes its toll on you for sure. So I feel like all parents need Yoga Nidra because of the fact that it really shuts down that stress response system and allows for that deep rest and nourishment for the brain and body. So yeah, I'm also going to be starting a parenting support group, and I'm really excited to connect with families in this way and offer this support because I feel like it's so needed. It's going to be a free donation-based thing just for people to come get things off their chest, get advice if they need it, and all that. So I'm really excited about those new things. And let's see, what else? Well, that's all that's coming up for me now, and I'm almost at 10 minutes, so I'm going to stop talking. But I hope you're having a good day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.